Convection. Now there are three ways that thermal energy transfers: conduction, convection, and radiation. And this video is going to cover convection. So let's look at the process of boiling water on an electric stovetop. You see, inside the pot, the thermal energy is transferred through a process called convection. Now, during convection, thermal energy is transferred through the movement of particles from one area of the material to another, and in this case, from one section of the liquid to another. The particles at the bottom increase in kinetic energy from conduction with the pot, and as they increase in kinetic energy, they rise to the top. And the particles at the top transfer their kinetic energy to the surrounding air particles. Now this slows them down and they sink back to the bottom. The process continues in a cycle. We can also feel convection in the ocean. You see, the water at the equator has greater kinetic energy, so it tends to move towards the poles. At the same time, the water at the poles has less kinetic energy, so it moves towards the equator. The warmer water from the equator moves to the poles, and the colder water from the poles moves to the equator. The whole process continues in a cycle. Convection also happens in hot air balloons. The particles with greater kinetic energy rise to the top of the balloon, while the particles with less kinetic energy move to the bottom of the balloon. The hotter air moves to the top and the colder air moves to the bottom. Again, the whole process repeats itself. So there are three ways thermal energy can transfer: conduction, convection, and radiation. However, thermal energy always transfers from hot to cold.